You are more than welcome to come back for a part 2. And I think, like we always joke, we joked about, because before the joke was, you put your boxing gloves on, I'm gonna put my boxing gloves on. And I think she's up for the challenge. But I will say it this way. I'm gonna get my lick back.
Can I? Is there
Oh, Cheyenne Bryant. She's the gift that keeps on giving. Cam Newton was on his podcast with Ray J. Of course, Ray J being known as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant's most famous client or patient. The topic of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant came up. And Cam Newton wants his lick back.
Let's talk about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Yeah. How do you feel about Doc?
You brought it up.
Love her.
She really went hard on this show.
No, she did her big one.
How did you feel when she did that?
I didn't know at the time that it would do and have the impact that it did. I think there was some truth to what she said, but also some untruth. The thing that I would also, and I've always questioned about not just her, but all the quote unquote doctors, is I'm a person that listens to or gains more perspective from the person who actually did what I'm trying to do.
So from experience.
Yeah, I listen with my eyes.
How's he supposed to get advice about not having a broken home from someone who is currently dating 5 people, according to her?
Gains more perspective from the person who actually did what I'm trying to do.
So from experience.
Yeah, I listen with my eyes. Don't let that fly over your head.
Oh, no. I'm very
I listen.
clear, yeah.
So it's hard for me to take in advice when you're not the person who, you know what I'm saying? Especially relationships. It's like.
So but
And she's in several casual relationships at this point. Man, we got to give it up to Paul Pierce once again. He really cracked the case on Cheyenne Bryant. She was just floating around here. Now, every interview going forward, she's going to have to answer for why her relationship situation is what it is. And she's trying to give advice on relationships.
So it's hard for me to take in advice when you're not the person who, you know what I'm saying? Especially relationships. It's like.
So she definitely struck a nerve. She struck a nerve. I saw it.
She did.
She did. I seen it.
Yeah.
How did that?
But understand this too, you're not in a relationship, so I can't take advice from you.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Do I think she's good at what she does? I think she has a very great way of words.
So no, you don't. You think that she's just a good worder, like she just speaks good words.
But I'm not
We call that word salad, Cam.
speaking directly.
Flowery
if you want to put her in the,
Meaning like all therapists.
there's a epidemic of doctors that's out there that I question that DOCTOR It's like, how, what?
Yeah.
As you should. I guess Cam didn't realize he was dealing with a psychology expert and not necessarily a doctor. I think the most we've seen is that Cheyenne Bryant might have a couple of honorary PhDs, you know, and somebody described it as an honorary PhD is a PhD that's only recognized by the institution that gave it to you. You shouldn't be out there calling yourself a doctor if that's all you have to hang your hat on. And so with him spelling out doctor, I think that's what he's getting at. These credentials are in question. And we've been telling you that forever. Corey Holcomb's been telling you that. This channel's been telling you that. But there's still some people in the comments that will not believe what's obviously right in front of their face. They need to seek therapy, honestly.
What?
Yeah. So did she have some truth to some of the stuff she was saying? Or looking back, because it seems like the response, you didn't know how to respond the way.
That's what you thought?
Well, at the time, well, because I'm a journalist too, so at the time.
You are?
Yeah, I'm a journalist.
Okay.
Well, I never went to college, but I went to College Hill. I did graduate.
Yeah.
I did, with multiple disciplinary studies from College Hill, from BT.
College here. Okay.
So you're a doctor too?
No. No.
Well, you really could call yourself a doctor if you're going off of Cheyenne's credentials.
But I am curious.
Okay.
And it just seems like if you knew she was gonna say that, you would have responded, boom, because you would have understood it. But when she said it, it kind of threw you off.
It said what though? Because I want to make very.
Well, she said the broken home thing.
That hit me.
I know.
Because that's not true.
I know, and I seen that.
Okay.
I seen that, and you see how I know it from the beginning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit we see all day.
Yeah.
Lean in, the crying thing. I know forever. The broken home, forever. These are two moments that you've had with me on TV that I was in another state, and they live with me. They live with me.
Yeah.
The Woody lives with me forever. It's gonna be forever for me, and it actually makes me laugh, which it keeps me in a good mood through all of this, because you just don't want this to be like, they did this to me.
Yeah.
Right? There's elements to that, but then there's also elements where I have a good time, and we're able to like provide for our kids unlimitedly and all kind of shit. Right? Life's good.
Yeah.
But life could just be a little bit better with all the right things in play.
Yeah, I think when you speak about the broken home situation, I think she had some truth to it. But the reality of that is, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to just say? Go?
This is a literal millionaire. You know, I don't know what his finances are exactly right now, but this is someone who has amassed millions of dollars. She's done this on several shows. She's attacked him. She's attacked Nick Cannon about how their homes are broken. Now, I don't think Dr. Cheyenne really realizes how bad some homes can get, because a lot of these kids, I think there would be if Cam's children were being mistreated, something other than the father being in the household 24/7, I think that would be a major story. I think we would have heard a lot more about this, right? But you got homes where a dad is just working his fingers to the bone, doing 80 hours a week, where he's not in the house the same way. So then I asked, why was Cheyenne Bryant focusing on these guys in particular? Because they had platforms, because they were in her face. Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, believe it or not, are not the problem with the community. There's a lot more pressing issues that are going on here. But for some reason, she wanted to make an example out of them. And I always thought her motives were wrong. And then also walking around with the doctor title, it seemed like malpractice. It seemed like she was doing something against her training. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if this is something you wanted to say to them in private, that's one thing. But you were using this as a clarion call and a reason for you to blow up. It was a script. And that's what Paul Pierce did. Paul Pierce took her off of that script and actually started asking questions about her. He turned it around and said, hey, what's your situation? She didn't have an answer for it at all.
Go home and just be like, you know what? I'm going to eliminate myself from my children's life.
You still want to have more kids?
I do.
As you should.
One is in the oven right now as we speak.
Is this exclusive?
No, this is not exclusive.
Okay.
You was leaning in, but you was passing by what also is
so it's all. So you already said you already have one on. Everybody knows.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And someone say something about her, but I'm like, yo, I don't look up to you. So why would I even take your advice? Ooh. You can have your own opinion.
Ooh. Is there a chance for you guys to both sit down and talk again?
Of course, I'm waiting for
it. Because she wanted me to tell you hi, and she wanted to sit down and talk again. She says she doesn't know if you're mad at her or you're just done.
Miss Cheyenne, if you're looking, and when you see this, understand, sweetheart, you are extremely talented. I respect you and the platform that you've created for yourself.
But
you are more than welcome to come back for a part 2. And I think, like we always joke, we joked about, because before the joke was, you put your boxing gloves on, I'm gonna put my boxing gloves on. And I think she's up for the challenge. But I will say it this way, I'm gonna get my lick back.
Is there a way to have a 3-seater?
No.
Say he's gonna get his lick back. As he should. She has used you, Cam, if you don't know. She has used you as a step which is one of the most callous things. She stepped on your back to get to the next level. She really came in and disrespected your platform. I hope you realize that. And I hope that if you all sit down again, you give her that work. Because you've seen how it's been done now, right? And of course, she's going to come up with another strategy now where she's not going to answer questions directly, where she's not going to actually talk about her life when you throw it back in her face. But the fact of the matter is, she came in there with that broken homes narrative about you without knowing you when you opened up your platform to her. And you see, this is the disrespect in this whole thing. You got somebody who purports to be a professional coming in and using underhanded tactics like that.
No.
It's just a one-on-one. Okay.
It's an ISO. It's not enough seats in the bunker. That bunker gonna be loaded, boy. But no. In all fairness, I think I just want to make sure, like, yo, Dr. Bryant, I respect you as a woman. I respect you as your talent.
Gotta clean it up.
And you've helped so many different people. And I'm glad to say my platform has propelled her in a positive way along with other platforms as well.
Talk your
Well, yeah,
shit.
because after I seen the show, I was like, I need somebody to tell me that. And so I reached out like, I need those kind of things told to me.
And strip.
Whether I like it or love it or need it, I like the contrast of it.
What did she tell you?
Well, we have a lot of different sessions. No, I need somebody that, like how she was just talking to you.
Oh, yeah.
And how it got something happened. There was this like thing.
Yeah.
And I wanted that. I wanted that. And I need that. I need somebody to push me and make sure everything is provoking thoughts the right way.
Yeah.
You know?
So you say that that's your doctor? Like
That's my therapist.
Your therapist.
She's my main therapist. I have like 3.
Okay.
But she's my main one.
Hold on. Why does Ray J have 3 therapists? Man, the brother Ray J definitely needs help from this interview. I'm not even going to lie. But, you know, a lot of people in the comments were saying it was reminiscent of Orlando Brown. This is what Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has brought you. Like, to be publicly working. And why do we even know that Ray J is your patient? Why do we even know that? That is my biggest issue with this. It's like black men's mental health is not being taken seriously on so many levels. You know, you see so many situations. I brought up Orlando Brown. It's used for entertainment at this point. These people need serious treatment outside of the public, outside of this publicity stuff. You know what I'm saying? These people definitely have some issues to address. And if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant isn't getting it done, Ray J, I would suggest you go outside and find somebody that can really, really tackle your issues. Unless you're just trying to smash Dr. Cheyenne, because I could totally understand that. If that's the case, then, you know, continue on, Ray J. But
do y'all have virtual or face-to-face conversation?
Most of the time it's all face-to-face.
Okay.
But we do virtual here and there. I just did an interview with her yesterday because I felt
Hold on.
comfortable
He might have just confirmed it right there. They all face to face.
with speaking, but I thought we were in the session.
Yeah.
So I'm acting really like, bro, like super comfortable with my doctor at home.
Right.
And it looks really spazzed out, bro. It looks
Oh my God. Don't tell me she recorded an episode of a TV show of a therapy session with Ray J and he didn't even know he was on TV. This is crazy. See what I'm saying? This is why she doesn't have a license, because this would be some kind of malpractice. I'm sure of it. I don't care if it is Ray J.
I just did an interview with her yesterday because I felt comfortable with speaking, but I thought we were in the session.
Yeah.
So I'm acting really like, bro, like super comfortable with my doctor at home.
Right.
And it looks really spazzed out, bro. It looks crazy. It looks like I'm actually on something.
Are you or were you?
I'm always on one. But I'm not on drugs.
Okay.
So I don't do drugs.
Let's go somewhere.
I do the drugs that the doctor prescribed me.
Yeah, over-the-counter drugs.
No. They can't get these over the counter.
So anyway, man, what do y'all think about that? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, Cam really said what he wanted to say. Now, it's a matter if he can back it up or not, you know. He gotta he got to study those Paul Pierce game tapes and see if he can match some of that energy, match some of that question, that line of questioning. He needs to pay attention to some people online here, obviously, that would have handled it totally different. Because she came in there and decided that she was smarter than him and that she was going to disrespect the host without him even knowing it, you know? And so that Cheyenne Bryant interview and the subsequent Breakfast Club interview had an impact on Cam's at-home life. I'm pretty sure of it. When he came home to Jasmine, you know, who was pregnant at the time, I believe, like, I'm pretty sure he had to deal with the conversations he was having with Dr. Bryant. He either had to clear it up, patch things up, or something. But the fact that she lobbed that grenade into his household, that should be grounds for her to never have a conversation again with you. Really, seriously, Cam. For content, now that's a whole nother thing. If you want to go viral, have at it. But Dr. Cheyenne Bryant once again shows that she really did damage. And I don't think, as a person that wants to be a therapist, a doctor, a healer, I don't think there was any healing had in that moment. And I think she needs to really examine that fact, because that is the reason a lot of people like me were like, hold up, this isn't right. There's something not right here. Even if Cam doesn't realize it, even if Nick Cannon doesn't realize it, what she's doing here is detrimental, you know, and it's also scapegoating. It's playing into gender politics online. It was so many different things about it. You know what I mean? Like, the personal criticism shouldn't be turned into some type of weapon because of your knowledge of psychology, because of you being a psychology expert, you know? So I'm glad Cam actually realizes now, because I don't know if, like, I think Ray J is right. I don't think he realized in the moment or directly after what she had done to him. You know, the damage that was done, which has to do with, if I was to analyze it, it would have to do with Cheyenne's own personal issues, her own internal issues in response to men of Cam and Nick Cannon's status. She wants to bring them down a peg or two. She wants to bring them down to her level, so then she can dictate what's going on, because broken homes. Because if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was so concerned with broken homes, why hasn't she started in a real area where broken homes are making an impact? That's what I didn't understand about this. Why isn't she actually talking to these mothers that are in poverty and the fathers that abandon those children? You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't start up here with some children that are probably well-adjusted, going to go to private school, they're going to have their every wish and desire met. And then, like, with you not being in a household, how do you not know what's going on? Like, the fact that Cam has multiple children over multiple women is not an uncommon thing in this country. There's a lot to unpack there. But anyway, I want to know what you think about it in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification for all uploads. This is Fawcett Media.